Come on. Come on, Gizmo. Gizmo, come on. Hey, Lala, how are you doing? Thank you for coming. Thank you, pretty lady. I was working on, I was trying to put a banner on my page across, sort of run across. So that's why I wasn't. Oh, there we go. Hey, Leave him alone. Duke, leave him alone. Don't you fuss at me. Don't you fuss at me. You're mean. You don't get a treat. You don't get a treat. Who you fussing at? I didn't call you Gizmo. Go back and lay down. Ugh, don't lick my leg. Stop. Uh-oh, excuse me, little boy. Come back here. Come back here. Come back here. Ah! He's a boy. Stop it. You're a boy. Stop it. Don't you growl at me. Stay away from him. He bad. Stop it. Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Come on, Gizmo. Yes. Get in. Get in. In. Sit down. Sit down. Okay, I know there's somebody in the bushes, so let me just start with a little bit of conversation. And effective today, I heard on the news, different officials came on, and then they said that in my area, we have a curfew. We have a curfew from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So that's not going to cause too much problem for me, but after I get off live, sometimes I'll do my run some errands or whatever. So I'm just gonna have to purpose in my mind to just do it before I go live or hurry up and go. Just like, most banks are closing early. So I just have to make sure that that I get whatever I want done. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be, and it's not really what's going on with the quarantine, COVID-19 is not really that reason is because of the rioting in different cities um, and the trouble there have been on looting and things like that. It has not been in my neighborhood, but in Santa Monica, Long Beach, other cities, they have had, and protest is good, pro peaceful protest. Um, you get out there and you're expressing yourself and you're saying, I'm not going for, this action by the cops. I'm not agreeing with this. An innocent man was murdered, and protests is good. The different cities, like Santa Monica in particular, the police chief came on TV and just said that it started out very peaceful, and then there were some other people that came out and started problems, even to the point where some of the people that were peaceful, the police was there, and so they formed a line in front of the police cars, um, and she was thankful for that, and that really touched her. She says, what happened in one store that was looted was one of the persons was caught on camera, and besides that, see, now if you're gonna do something, don't it just amazes me. um and even the person, it obvious what the police found inside the store, even at that age, you should be a little smarter than that. But evidently it was a student, because um well, let me just say that they just said they found the backpack with the ID, with all the information on there, and the picture, uh, ID matched the picture that was on the camera, surveillance camera, and in essence, the word is, the police chief said, we'll be paying you a visit real soon. So, guys, that's just like the man that I did an article on not too long ago, well, a few months ago, where he robbed a bank, and the note that he handed the teller was from a piece of mail from his house, and so with the camera on him, so they know what he looked like. But then the piece of mail, his mail, had his name and address on the note. Wow. Nobody's in the chat right now, so I'm just saying this for the replay people, but I'm gonna repeat that for the people in the back and in the bushes, because that's hilarious. Hey, Mudmore, how are you doing? It's good to see you again. I remember you from the other live. So, how are you doing? I'm doing good, trying to stay positive. Um, and I would not allow this Monday blues to get a hold of me. So, I am going to stay positive and do things that I like. After the live, I'm going to, um, I think I'm going to video this particular Cornish hen meal that I'm going to cook for my other channel. Oh, good, Mud. You're doing good. That's good. Glad to hear it. I just hope everybody is being safe and not doing anything foolish to expose themselves, uh, of what's out there. We have to be sensible. This is a difficult time, and we have to make sure that we protect ourselves. So, what are you up to today, Mud? What are you up to today, Mud? Are you? Oh, okay. Yeah. Are you having problems with your Wi-Fi? Because I see you come in. It looks like you're coming. It looked like it went to a zero on my live, and then this one it went back and forth for a couple of times. So I was thinking maybe you had trouble with your Wi-Fi. So okay, watching TV. Yeah, yeah. I was doing that until I got it on really low. So I was doing that until people start coming in. Um, I was watching the 90-Day Fiance before the 90 days. That's the only kind of drama that I like is what's on TV, you know, the series and the silliness of it all. But I, that's the kind of drama that I can talk about and just without hurting anybody's feelings. What are you watching on TV? Family Guy? Okay, okay. That's that cartoon like thing. Well, to me, it's adult content. So it's like we don't want our kids to see Family Guy. I think I'm talking about the right show. It's like a cartoon, but a adult conversation. Yeah. Okay, I thought I had it right. So I'm not. This is a lot of people still haven't gone back to work. Uh, some Let me tell you, I'm in California, and so I just heard today that we're on curfew now. We had not been on curfew. We're on curfew now from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And I don't. It's not the virus. I don't think not. Well, that might be part of it, but I think it's just the trying to cut down or stop the violence, the rioting and all that stuff. I think that's a big part of it, but at the same time They don't want the riot, but they also don't want people getting out there and exposing themselves to the virus at the same time. Because I was listening to the different um, uh, police chiefs on TV saying that they expected a rise because of the unrest that's been the last few days. So, yeah. So I think it's a combination of the two things. But yeah, a lot of times when I go live, I like to run my errands real quick and so it's evening, but I guess I gotta adjust my hours. Is there curfew where you live, Mud? Are you here, Lala? Can't think Lala left. For the replay people, I think Mud left the house because Family Guy must have been good. The plot thickens. So it's just me again, but that's okay. People will be in and out because at the end of the day, I always get people, even if they come the last half an hour, but I get replays, so that's good. Oh, you still here? I thought the plot was getting good on Family Guy, and so you wanted to watch that. I was really speaking to the people that do my replays, like a lot of people, this time of day, and I don't want to change it, but this time of day, people do their lives and either they replay or either they just kind of, stay in the bushes, so to speak. But are you guys, oh, you guys don't have a curfew. That's what you were saying no to. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but you're here, but it's still registering that nobody's here. I don't know whether you've been live before, but at the top of the screen, it tells me how many people are actually in the live, whether they comment or not. And it has a zero, so I don't know. I'm using StreamYard, and so it may take a while to register from YouTube, but that's okay. Like I said, I was looking at 90 Day Fiance, and it's a trip. It's a trip. It's interesting, and it's like sort of like a soap opera type. You've probably seen it, but if you haven't, watch it one day. It's it can be funny and a lot of bad decisions people make when it comes to picking a partner. I'm good. I'm good. I am doing good. Like I said, I'll just no matter what happens, I'm just determined to stay positive. Hey Nadia, how are you? Hey sis, I'm glad you could stop by. Um, a lot of people doing their content. The challenge, there's a new challenge that's out, so I think I'm going to be doing that one. Oh, no, no, no. I know you're busy. You busy with everything. You got your own business, and then you got your own channel, and then you support other. Oh, I understand. I understand. I appreciate you coming in. Mud, I'm not sure whether you know Nadia. Excuse me. I don't know whether you know Nadia or not, but Nadia, here's Mud. We just connected the other day. I forget what live I was in. I think it was. I'm not. I want to say Tracy. She's so crazy, but that may not have been the one. Oh, the new challenge. Muck Muck had instead of hashtag so what is hashtag I think never again. Hashtag never again. Oh, it's the two that I've seen mukbang and thing. She got one. She got a video, and then what's the other lady? It was good. I can't remember the other lady. I'll think of it in a minute. But yeah, she got a tape out, and I think if you go to um mukbang and things channel with her challenge, I think she mentions the other person, and I just can't think of it. But they were excellent, excellent. So I have to do it. Lala left for a little bit because my audio was off on my computer. I didn't mute my audio on StreamYard, but I didn't realize that my audio was off. And so I was trying to say something to her, but I guess well, I know she didn't hear me, so so she left. It was serious, and it was like some parts made me laugh, and then some parts is you say wow, never again. I did this, and this happened, and never again, and never again will I accept someone's, for instance, bullying. Never again, stuff. It was really good. Oh, thank you, Nadia. Thank you so much for sharing me out. I appreciate it. I shared myself out a little bit ago. So, like I say, I realize people are doing their own lives, and I get a lot of replays. I get a lot of replays. So, but I like the people to come in so we can keep the chat going on. But like I was telling Mud is, um, I refuse for this Monday to get this Monday blues. I refuse to um, be negative. And I just heard on the news today that the it will be in my city. It will be a curfew. And we had not had a curfew or any kind of times now, the banks and stuff like that, and people had adjusted their hours, but we never, it is, Nadia. It was very inspiring. Um, so I'm going to, I had worked on a podcast earlier and put it and uploaded that on YouTube. And then I have a Cornish hen video that I'm going to put up on my other channel. But then afterwards, I'm going to take some time out and just write down some thoughts of hashtag never again, because I can think about some stuff, and I don't want to make it long. I don't want to do it live. I want to record it. I think the other lady, I think her name is Ebony. Yeah, oh gosh. But anyway, I don't want to do it live. I want to do it on a video. But she has some good ones. It was very encouraging, inspiring, and powerful. Yeah, it was very. But getting back to the curfews, um, Where you are, Nadia, is there curfew? Because ours was now at 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and we had not had a curfew. But all the counties now, uh, I think Santa Monica, hold on just a second. Santa Monica and out there, they had some protests in different cities in Long Beach, of course. California had some rioting and what have you. And but now, oh, you gonna do a video too? Yeah, I think that's best for me. Yeah, yeah. It. I think all of us could kind of pull back from our experiences of what happened back in the day, or not too long ago, or even present, and tell ourselves never again. I'm not letting that happen. Oh, well, that's good, Nadia. No protest. I mean, no protest, no curfew. Yeah, it was effective to today, 6 to 6. Yeah, we haven't even had where I live. We haven't even had, um, you know, anything going on. I live in a pretty much quiet area, which could change at any moment. But we have, and I think it's a combination of the virus and the violence that had been going on in the riots. But let me tell you this, Nadia, yeah, yeah, police stood with the community as well. Yes, and even in Santa Monica, the police chief had mentioned that um, it was it started out very peaceful, and then some other people came to try to stir things up. And what happened was the people that came on, there was a lot of people, according to the report, the people that was peacefully protesting, they formed a line in front of the police. And that was just like, wow, they covered a line that we want to stand together and because Nadia, there's bad apples in the police department, but every police, because I've had police where I had a flat tire and they pull over and change my tire, you know. And then I've had some good experience and I've had some not so good experience. But we just can't say that all policemen are bad. I don't have any now, which to my knowledge, but I had some law enforcement in my family. And so uh they were like in law, it wasn't blood relatives. And I'm not going to speak further on that. 'Cause- but I'm just saying, I had law enforcement back in the day, but at one point, not anymore, of course, but at one point, I wanted to be in law enforcement because I did see some bad side to it, and I wanted to be that kind of person when I was younger, like in my early 20s. I wanted to be the kind of person that uh was out there doing good and actually helping people, and some people might say, girl, you just being silly. But yeah, I did want to do that. Um and one time and I want to do a story time about some things that in my path in the road to being law enforcement. It was a few incidents that happened. So um I want to do a story time on that, share with everyone. Hey, Dijaki, how are you doing? Hope you're being safe. Um, Dijaki, are you? Thank you for the flower. Are you do you have a curfew where you are? I'm not really knowing where you are, but wherever you are, do you have a curfew? Because I'm in Cali and we have a curfew now. Please remember to hit the like on your way in. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nadia. Hey, Zero. How you doing, Zero? Thank you for joining my live. I appreciate you. Yeah, Zero. I was telling Nadia that effective today we have a curfew, 6 to 6. And and I didn't finish telling you, Nadia, that when there was some looting, they found the backpack of a person with all their ID. They have the proof on the camera that they found that connected with the ID. So the police, the Santa Monica Police Department was saying, you know who you are. You know who you are, and we'll be out to see you. And it was kind of funny the way she did it, and some of the police kind of chuckled, but she said, "Well, we'll be coming to see you pretty soon." I mean, you didn't riot; they got it on camera, but then you must have taken your backpack off, I guess, to carry what you was taking. I don't know, allegedly, but now they know where you live, your address. And that just remind me of a story I did a few months ago where this guy comes in the bank and he came to rob the bank. He comes in the bank, slips a note to the teller, but the note that he wrote on was his piece of mail with his name and address and all his information on the note. Hand me your money, this is a robbery or whatever it said. But his name and address was on the piece of mail. Isn't that the stupidest thing you ever heard of? I mean, when I did that podcast, the comments was just basically laughing at him and telling him how stupid he was. And, you know, check the piece of paper. Don't just grab some paper off your dining room table and write on the note that you're gonna rob the bank, and they got all your information on there. Can you believe it? So yeah, I should put the link in so you guys could. I might put it in the description area of this live so you can go back and just see how ridiculous that situation was. But yeah, I've been just we have the curfew, but I'm just going to just move things up and make sure that I'm not out there because I don't know whether they're going to give you a ticket or what the consequence is, and but I don't plan to be out there after while it's curfew. So it's 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Just to you right, not you just a fool. I mean, think before you do something illegal. You know, think about think about it. The first thing, do you really want to do this? Okay. So evidently you shouldn't be doing none of this because you're too stupid. Maybe I shouldn't call them stupid. But that's the only word I can think of that fit that and being a fool. They might as well walk into a precinct because they have exactly. So I turned myself in. I throw myself on the mercy of the court. I had a mental illness moment, and I'm not making fun of people that's mental ill, but because I don't call people crazy that have mental ill, but that was crazy. So that's different to me than mental illness. That's a crazy kind of crazy. So yeah, just go on and give yourself up. Tell mama that you'll give her a call and see if she can bail your silly behind out of jail. But yeah, it just made no sense. Uh, Nadia, did was that your video? I watched so many videos. That you grew some collard greens or some kind of greens. I thought that was you, and they look so good. Look like collard greens. They look so good. And so, uh, Miss TR had was telling me about growing, and I was telling her that I wasn't in a good area to grow because I didn't want to draw any rodents to my garden. I cut down my big orange tree because the exterminator said that where I live. Me too, me too, I love green. So that inspired me even after seeing they're called Georgia cod. Oh, and they look good. They look good. But I'm gonna try. Miss TR suggested that I try an indoor garden. You get the lights, and even if the regular lights, but I want to put it in my family room against the window. And there's not enough lights, so I'm gonna get some lights. But I want to do a small one at first in the house. Some tomatoes and some herbs, and I think I'm gonna add some of them collard greens and keep it in an area that soon as you walk in, you won't see my greens. Say, oh, she country. She got a garden in her house, but I don't care. That's the only way I can do it. Because I had a grape. I don't know if I told this to you before, but when I first moved here, I had the orange tree and I had a grapevine. And them grapes was, they were still little, but it was like a lot of them. And I was so excited. Greens will grow on the pot. Greens will grow in pots too. I'm counting on that, Nadia, because I'm a try to grow me some greens in my house. I think that I could do it. I'm going to TR Miss TR was giving me a lot of suggestions and do this, do that, use this, use that, um, and what kind of like fertilizer type thing to use that won't, of course, won't stink my house up. Oh my gosh, I wish I could have citrus tree. Oh, and I'm telling you, my oranges were big. They were juicy and sweet. And the man behind me was saying that he saw the guys cutting down my orange tree. He said, "You cutting down your tree?" I said, "Yeah." And I told him, it was a suggestion of the exterminators, and you know, they were they were drawing fruit rats or whatever kind of rats, but they ate up all my grapes. I went out there because I said, "Oh, they should be good by now." I didn't want to watch them, because I want to pick one. They were all gone. I was mad. I was mad. But when I saw a rat in my garage, a big old granddaddy, Big Papa, was in my garage. See, I have dogs, so I was told that I don't have to worry about them coming inside. But I screamed. I was going to my car to get ready to go to work. I called in and told them that I would be late. I mean, I wanted to sell my house. That's how bad I hate rodents. I want to sell my house. So, the exterminator said, you don't have to go over there. We'll get rid of them for you. And they did. Said, yep, they will go green to low maintenance. That's what I want. Something that's low maintenance because I'm not good with growing stuff. I'm trying to revive some plants I have. I'm not good at it. So, I want to start out with things that are easy. Okay, you said good amount of water. Okay, okay. She plants more tedious than me. I just use a so-called black cow, and that's all my garden grows every year in abundance. Miss TR buys worms and worm pea. That's what she was telling me. Some kind of worm stuff. That yeah, she was telling me use them. You know, I don't think it's pee. I think it's poo poo. I think it's caca. But it's supposed to not stink. They was describing it as like you know how it rained and you smell the dirt. You know, they said they said it kind of had that kind of smell with after rain, and that's the worms down there. You know, doing they poo poo stuff. I don't know about all that stuff. I just use good soil and let it go. I don't have good soil. I do not. My plants in my backyard are in pots. I don't have good soil. And even, um but the tree grew okay and the grapes grew okay. So I guess it was good enough. Nadia says, nope, not for me. I use a brand called Black Cow. Okay, okay. So what is that basically? Cause see, remember, I'm doing it on the inside, so it kind of stink. I can't have that. And Miss Tiara assured me that the worm stuff don't stink. Nadia, I will have your plants growing like stereo. Okay, okay. I'm gonna use that black cow. Since you having good luck with it, and I'm gonna go. Um, I'm gonna go to the hardware store, like a Lowe's or whatever, and I'm gonna get the all the stuff I need and start that. And I want to do what you're doing. I had thought about kind of showing people the progress and showing people, you don't have to be an expert. But look at me, I have to remember my cactus because is cow poop. Oh, it's gonna stink. I got 46 different plants. Wow. You gotta, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't use the cow poop. But so I'll just get the worm poop. And poop is not the same. It is not the same. A cow poop and a worm poop, I think it's a difference. So I think I'll stick with that. Um, and I'm just afraid that if I do it outside, you know, it'll draw it'll draw some rodents or I mean, I even saw a possum walk in the back of my yard. I have a concrete fence and it was nighttime, but the light from my family room was showing outside, and I saw him scaling the wall. So I don't know what a possum eat, but I don't want to draw him. So I don't see I haven't seen a possum in a while, but yeah, I saw one like a couple of years ago. So I don't want to do the outside. I want to, whatever I do inside garden, but I'm going to do those collards. I'm going to do those collards. And like I said, I would love to use what you using, but what you say, black cow stain. Okay, okay. Yeah. See, and I don't have to work. I cut down my orange tree, but the man next door got an orange tree. So the rats, if we have rats in the neighborhood, whoever have those orange trees and whatever, they 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 coming over there. They coming over there and see a few branches kind of lean over on my property. So I still have oranges. I still have oranges. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore because his orange tree is so abundant with fruit. I get to enjoy oranges and I still got a couple of oranges in my refrigerator. I don't, I've had them for a bit, but the other oranges are with on his tree. They're about this a little bigger than a golf ball. So I'm going to have some oranges soon, some more. And I love fresh orange juice. I can't drink a lot, but to get some of them oranges off that tree, and I scrub them down just in case one of them rodents breathed on it. I scrub them down. I scrub them down with dishwashing liquid that has that disinfectant, and I scrub them like I'm scrubbing the floor. I scrub them because I don't even want no hint of nothing on that orange. So, but that's okay. I can still enjoy it, but I'm gonna go probably tomorrow and get everything I need. Now, do you suggest that I get the seed, or do you suggest me getting something that's already kind of growing, which is what I'm leaning towards? Um, I was looking online and they were saying if you're having problems, if you think you have like those little bugs on your plants or whatever, get a solution of peroxide, um, and I forget the measurements, but peroxide and water is two different formulas. The one to go on the dirt and you're not supposed to touch any of the foliage, and then one you spray on the leaves. And two of the plants, what you say, yes, get the plant. Seed is too long. I'm impatient. Yeah, I was leaning towards that. You would love to see an orange tree in person. Get out of here, Nadia. You never seen? Oh, I've seen them. I've had orange trees, lemon trees. Because West Coast, we're good with the citrus. You know, I even know one coworker. She had a pomegranate tree. Ooh, those pomegranates was good. Um, My daughter got a lemon tree, but she got the lemons. My daughter got a lemon tree that is, how the lemons are real tart, sour. She got the kind of lemons that you can kind of eat. It's a little bit tart, but not like a regular lemon. I forget what kind of lemon it's called, but it makes the best lemonade. And then around here, around my neighborhood, a lot of people got the orange trees and the lemons, and that's why you know some areas just draw rodents. The big farms, orange farms and whatever, they know what to use to get rid of them. But when you're living in a community, you have to be careful with rat poison because they'll come up in they could go someplace in your garage where they crawl in a place and die. And you could be smelling stuff like, where the heck it could be foul for a while. So, yeah, I had to call the exterminator. What you say, I plant my plants and let them grow. If I did my whole garden from seed, my garden would take too long to grow. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. I do remember now. You said you was in New Jersey. Yeah, you have a short summer. Okay, okay. Yeah, but them greens look powerfully good. Mm. What you gonna pick you some greens and oh, that's a good dinner. Them fresh greens, and you don't have to worry about them insecticides. Where you get your greens in the grocery store. You don't know what they sprayed on them greens. I have a meter lemon tree, but my house. Love to see citrus trees outside in the ground. Yes, and mine was big. Like I said, the man next door, he sold his home so somebody new there. But he was so sad. He said, "Oh, yours was so big and sweet." because the man next door that still have his tree that I get my lemons, his tree, my oranges were better. My oranges were better. They were bigger and sweeter, but they'll do. They'll do. They're sweet, but they're about the size you get in the store. We have disrespectful rats. That's a good way to put it. They are so disrespectful, coming on other people probably eating up they groceries. Ah, no, I was just at first. Um, I was in the process of getting rid of them. I hadn't. I think I had just cut. No, I didn't. I hadn't gotten my orange tree cut because when they cut the orange tree, I told them to get rid of that grapevine too. So it was right before, but I knew what I saw, and the exterminators we were coming up. We had a plan, how to get rid of them. And an exterminator was telling me, set your traps and put the food. Don't set them. Put the traps around and put food and let them just freely get that because they love dog food or peanut butter. And you know what? After knowing that, it was a long time before I could eat peanut butter. Yeah, I couldn't eat peanut butter knowing that the rats love them, but okay. But anyway, he said, set the traps, put the traps around and let them just get it. And do that for a few times. And then after a few times, after all the food's gone with the different traps, then put the food on again and set them. And say, see, they smart. They remember that they went and got that food and nothing happened. So now they're expecting the same thing. And so they go, and that's how we got rid of them. And with cutting down the trees, their food source and all, and the grapevine, they have no reason. They have no reason to come when there's food next door, and throughout the community, people do that have orange trees and other stuff. So yeah, that was the strategy. So I just went along with that and figured, you know, whatever I get. Well, actually, I was talking to Miss TR and I was wondering, I think I had asked her a question like, I wish I could do it inside. And she, basically told me, yeah, you can, you can pretty much grow it inside and, get some lights, make sure they have enough lights. And with the temperature, I can close the vent somewhat. So when I have my air conditioning on, you know, it won't affect where I'm growing them. Hey Mel, how are you? Thank you for coming by and supporting. I appreciate it. Nadia's in the house too. Yeah, a few people was here, but I don't see them anymore. So maybe they're in the bushes. But thank you so much. We were just talking about gardens, and I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna do a small little garden with tomatoes and herbs, and I'm gonna do. Nadia told me I saw her collard greens, so now I want some greens. Nadia said, "How about the township will remove the rats around here and charge us $60 for doing it, but they release them in a nearby." Like they don't know how to travel. Rats are smarter. Rodents are smarter than they think. You release them in the no. See the exterminator gonna kill them, and then anytime that you call them, you pay a monthly fee to just I don't have nothing because they spray uh every other month the parameter, and if you want them to come inside. Nadia says, I threw a loaf of bread out in the trash and a rat carried it up and came back for another half, giving me a look like, one not waste. gosh. Oh my gosh. I got to put that up. I told you they smart. What you say if you poison them, you get fined. What did they try? What does it say? The rat sweet? I know you can do it in a humane way, but I'm thinking rats, rats ain't clean. It's like they can carry diseases. It's like, because one girl was telling me where I work, like, I was just having nightmares about rats clawing in my house and everything. Oh, Marilyn, it's just a rat. Girl, shut up. Who? I don't know. I heard of one case, but most people don't like rats. They get their pet rats, which they're not all disease filled and everything. It's a certain kind of rat, you know. You buy that, but the rats that run to and fro, whatever, and the rats that run in the streets, like in New York City and L.A. I won't forget L.A. Honey, that is not no kind of nobody's pet. My goodness, you get fined. Oh, okay. Nadia says, so I guess God heard my pistol and sent a hawk. That hawk grabbed a rat and made an example of him. They were gone now. Haven't seen any since Ben the Hawk made his debut. And you know what? Them rats will know danger, danger, because I think as they make a track or a trail and other rats can smell a trail. That's to my understanding, that's the way it is. So if a rat smell a trail and then the trail ends, I wouldn't doubt that they say, uh oh, I don't think we should go this route because it ain't no route back. Ain't no smell back. So somebody, this okay, let's change to another route. Hey, I don't underestimate no animals. Well, whatever they are, rodents. Rats will chase you. They are not friendly or cute. No, they are not. Especially if you in between them and their babies, or them and their food supply. But I cut down that supply, and I haven't had, knock on wood, I haven't had to be bothered. We ain't talking about Michael Jackson's pet mouse now. Shoot, we ain't talking about yeah, yeah. No, but people have pets, but that's a different kind of thing. Um, that's a different kind of they're raised a certain way. Them street rats or them rats just going up and down the neighborhood. I don't doubt that they carrying some type of disease. And I'm not willing to take a chance on some rodents. And that big old possum, where I live, they got possums. Um we have coyote too, but they don't go they don't come too much where I am now. Now where I moved from, coyotes would be out looking for the rabbits or small dogs. So I had to keep my when I rented my apartment, I rented on the third floor with the patio so I could let my dogs out on the patio, because if I didn't, a coyote would, on the first floor, could easily jump over and eat my dogs up. Yeah, I had only two at the time, but they'd have a field day. But that's what they were looking for. It's like I was living like 100, I want to say 100 yards from the foot of the mountain. So we saw a lot of things. And then on the other side of the mountain, uh, my cousin lived there, and they had wild donkey. And every now and then We went to a concert, and all of a sudden I heard this clickety clack sound, and it was wild donkeys walking down the middle of the street in her neighborhood. And I just stood, I mean, those donkeys are huge. So when the coyote get really hungry because they were eating up all the rabbits, they tried to get the young donkey, a pack of them would jump the babies. Nadia says if you have other social media platforms, family, share out this stream. Sharing is caring. Thank you, Nadia. All I haven't been on Instagram in a while. And I have Twitter. Thumbs up the live. Thank you, Nadia. See, oh, heck no. Not my dogs. Lord, I would be no good. I know. Donkey milk is good in soaps. Girl, you can make a soap out of anything. Good gracious. Wow. And you threw me for a loop when you said breast milk. It's breast milk soap. Oh, I mean, once you think about it, you could say, "Hey, why not?" But I had never, I never thought about it like that. I never thought you could do that. I know about goat's milk because at the farmer market, and I'm on my last bar, so I'm gonna have to come visit you. Uh, I'm on my last bar of goat's milk, and I love it, Nadia. I love it. Yep, breast milk soap too. That just shocked me. Like what? Yeah, I've had mothers who wanted to use their milk and soap. Huh. And it will probably be so beneficial to your skin. Because I know goat's milk, from washing your hands, especially, what's going on right now, and washing your hands a lot. What I do is I use very little of the disinfect soap, and then I wash my hands, and then I come right behind it. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Nadia had. And then I go right behind it and goes with the goat's milk. Yes, it's creamy. I can imagine. And then I think when you were making that body butter, see, I haven't used body butter, goat. So great on baby skin. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. But yeah, it's just a lot of things that you learn from people that you read and pay attention to their content. It's so much information out there. Like I said, it's something I wanted to do, and now I learned I can do a little small garden, in my home. And I wouldn't do a big, big garden anyway. But you learn that. I learned a lot from my YouTube buddies. I really have. I've learned a lot from the sisterhood coming to the channels, and not only that, just the encouragement, you know well, most of us. And what you say, absolutely, yeah. So I've learned so much, and to the point where I'm just going to get my garden together. And I know my phone was acting up one day, and I couldn't hear any of my videos, or it just didn't have any sound. And the only sound that I had, if I tried to make a call and put it on speaker, now that worked, but I couldn't hear anything else. And then I put my earphones on and I could hear it. And then it had like a little symbol of earphones on the top of my phone. And I said, what the heck? I don't want to buy no new phone. So I started investigating on YouTube, and he told me just how to fix it. Girl, it worked like a charm. Said, you know what? Everything that I have a problem with, I searched to YouTube, the content creators. Say, if you scroll down my Instagram, you'll see my garden from last year. Okay, what's your Instagram address? I'm going to check it out. You said I had to give so much to my neighbor. Ooh, I wish I was a neighbor. I bet you got them. Telling from what I saw, your stuff looked like it had you had put steroids in the soil. Yeah, that was weird. But I went on YouTube. Yeah, that's frustrating. But I went on YouTube, and this one guy said your phone must have got wet to the point it made the headset things it was stuck. So it wasn't working because your headphone it's like it's like you have it on continuous headphones. So he said, take a cotton swab, take most of the cotton off, enough so you can put it through that hole where you put your headphones, and just squish it around. Stick it in there, and at the same time, push the off button, the on off button that's on the back of your phone, and the audio at the same time, and do that. Oh, it's my name here, Sam. Oh, great. Oh, great. Okay, okay. I know that's right. My laptop charger acted up, so I searched YouTube and they said tap on the corners and it worked. Okay. Instead of investing in something or taking it to be fixed and they're going to charge you an arm and a leg and all you did was tap it on the corners. you know? So, yeah, it's like YouTube is a wealth of information. And that's why I think, with few exceptions, I think everybody should be monetized. Everybody, eh, you know, everybody um, should have ads on their channel, and it will show what channels are popular because people will be flocking to certain ones, and they'll again, it won't hurt them the money. These gadgets cost money. Shoot, we need to become our own Miss Fix. Okay. And see, I'm a homeowner and I'm not married. And so whatever goes wrong, if I can't do it, then my son in law, which he lives about my daughter lives about a half an hour away, maybe a little bit more. He has to come. And he never charged me anything. I'll slip him some money, but he don't be saying, this will cost this. He just fix it. But when Christmas or Father's Day come, I hook him up real good. I hook him up real good because he uh he know all that stuff. He knows some plumbing. He knows some electrical. He's just one of those kind of people that handyman. He just knows so much, and he don't call nobody for his house. He do everything. So when something happening over here, if I can't do it, now I have fixed some things. I just be determined. I have done some things. I painted on my own. I've redecorated my guest bathroom. I'm refinishing the cabinets. In my other bathroom until I can afford uh, uh, just I want a tub because both my bathrooms have showers. See, so he's real good about that. God bless him. He's a great. He is, and tell you the truth. At first, when my daughter started dating him, because She was a senior in high school because he took her to the prom and they've been together, when she was a teenager. It's like my daughter too. I wanted her to um, concentrate on school and a career and everything. I didn't want her to hook up with anybody. Not a serious somebody. Date, yes, but I wasn't feeling it. But over the years, I tell you, Nadia, he's my son. Can't nobody tell me, okay, I only got two sons. No, I got three. He's my son. That's called a man. Yes, that is Nadia. And on certain things, he will protect me. Ain't nobody gonna mess with me. You know, his mother passed when she was young. I met her, and everything, so I knew, but she passed when she was in her 40s. I think she was in her middle 40s, whatever. So, he lost his mom. So I know that he looks at me as a mother figure, and whatever I can do for him and my daughter, no questions asked. You got it. He wouldn't act. He is a man, and he wouldn't act nothing. He wouldn't act stupid with the stuff. He wouldn't ask for anything ridiculous. But no, he helped me so much, so much. He is just I don't know. He's a good dad too. He's a good provider. My daughter has her career, but I'm just saying, um, when income tax and come along and they have a refund, he she do what she want with that money. He give it to her. Like, ooh, okay. And then if we all go someplace and go to a restaurant, oh, you think he gonna let me pay? No, no. And I'll be saying, no, I can do it. In fact, my grandbaby, I can pay for both. No, no, I don't pay for nothing. But and when, like I said, when I need something fixed, I need something done, and I can't do it. And I don't try to call him for everything, but it's some things I just can't do, but he can. Yes, yes, Nadia. Yes, Nadia. You became his anchor. Yeah, like I said, his mother. And it was just, she was with his dad, but they divorced. And so it was just the two of them. And he just has a sister. But, you know, when she left, his dad, I think, live in LA. So, they're in contact, but dads are important. Dads are necessary, and I love dads that co-parent and if at all possible be in the home, but ain't nothing like mama. Dads are dads, and they have their importance, but mama gone, no. And I think that's why we're so close because I'm his mother figure. Yes, he's a good provider, a good provider. And he makes good money. My daughter made good money, and but he just let her have what she want. Happy life, happy wife, happy life. That's how that goes. So, yeah. So that was just I don't know how I got on that. I think fixing things, I guess, but yeah, she did good. And I only have one daughter, so I was just hoping, you hope the best for your kids. You when they do look to be married and find that lifetime partner, uh you hope that whoever their partner is that they treat them good, um better. Because that's my only daughter too. No, uh-uh. Mm-mm. So she has two, two, two daughters and a son. So, and I had two sons and a daughter. That's funny how that worked out. But yeah, I'm a grow my little tomatoes. Getting back to the gardening, I'm a grow my little tomatoes. And see, for the most part, like if while they green and a nice size, oh, I want to plug them and make me some fried green tomatoes. Oh, I love tomatoes, and that's something that you can't find easily. Is the green tomato, so you can make that. So see, that's gonna be. I want to concentrate, make sure my tomatoes are good, and make yeah. She's my only girl, my only daughter, and you know what? Uh, Oh, see you later, Mel. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate you so much. I, I, uh, I know you've been coming into my life, so I appreciate that. And I'll be coming to see you. I'll be coming to see you. I just trying to fit everything in and everybody in, and then I got three dogs, and then two YouTube channels. So it's a lot on my plate, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna do better. Um, So, okay, you're saying good evening to Malibu, but the only girl. She is the only girl. Hold on just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so um, when she was 15, I that was a hard age. I think 15 is a hard age for boys and girls, and she gave me a little bit of trouble, but we straightened it out. I let her know who was boss, and we've been cool ever since. So, I just had to remind her of the rules. And, you know, because she was good when she first started dating my son in law. In fact, the first date that her first official, she had went out with groups and everything, but it was nobody special in her life. But her first date, she asked me what was her curfew. And I just wanted to see what she was going to say, to see what I taught her, whether it would stick, whether it stuck. And so I just told her, come in when you think is respectful and a reasonable time. I'm going to leave it up to you. So I left it up to you. I left it up to you. I left it up to her. Now she was 17. So she came in, if I remember correctly, it was either 12 or 12:30. And so I said, okay, that's respectful. From now on, 12:30 is your curfew. So basically, I let her pick her own. And I thought 12:30 for 17, you know. And she was, she got good grades, she did good. And I figured, you know what? I'll extend it because normally, if it wasn't that case, it wouldn't have been that late. But I felt because she was a good girl, okay, I'll let you have that. So anyway, SP says I did a reaction video to Trump Rose Garden speech, but I don't know when to post it. Oh, I would like to hear that, SP. Um I listened to some of it. I didn't listen to all of it, so I would really like to to see what you had to say. That was the one today, right? That was a speech he did today, right? But I was wondering what he had to say about certain things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, don't open your mouth and let something come out that's not gonna set right with nan. Well, not that much. Don't say nothing ignorant. So yeah. But guys, I have enjoyed you. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to end this live. Um, I got a video to shoot, and then I want to work on that challenge uh, about the hashtag. What did I say it was? Never again. I wanna. I can't. I wanna. I wanna. I wanna do that. I wanna make sure I do that challenge, Nadia. Yeah, yeah. I want to do that because that's like the other one, hashtag so what, that can be very inspiring and enlightening and just powerful, what people have to say, which may jive with what you got to say, may jive with somebody else, and what your response to it could really inspire and help someone through a situation. Like, yeah, what am I putting up with this for? Okay, you did it once, but never again. I let you get away with it one time, but never again. Yeah. So I got some things to do and I appreciate it. I may or may not come on back tonight. I don't want to, burn myself out. I got a lot to do. So you guys stay blessed. You guys stay safe. And I appreciate you, and I'm going to end this. And I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys coming and supporting me. I need to write it out. Oh, me too. I need to write it out because I'll be in. When I finish the video, I'll say, "Oh, I wish I had said this, or I wish I had put that in because that would have been very powerful." No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna try to memorize anything or go by memory. I want to make sure my thoughts are all planned out so I won't miss any points I want to make. So, me too, Nadia. But anyway, I will say good night. You guys have a great weekend. Well, a great evening and a great week. See you tomorrow at 4. Talk to you later. Goodbye.